Hey, what's up, everybody? What is going on with my with my what's it called? Thunder Fury. It is all messed up right now. I don't even know. Like, I just logged in, and it's crazy right now. It's just facing completely the wrong way. All right, what are we doing? We're going to fight the trolls. Oh,
That spell isn't ready yet.
wait. We're going to defeat the trolls. Their forces are weakened, their supplies destroyed, and their sub-leaders are dead. It is time for us to take this fight to their home and their leader. I'm admittedly still in the dark as to what spurred their sudden aggression, but perhaps we will find some answers on their doorstep. Take this arrow with Balthul prepared. Take this arrow that Balthul prepared and report to Sandra Moonfall deep in the Shatterspear Vale to join the attack. It would be best to secure a ride on one of our Night Sabers. Going on foot would be dangerous. Oh, well, danger's my middle name. Yeah, well, my pet apparently just didn't feel like sticking around because I still have not picked out a name for this guy, but whatever. These guys got me protected. It's not that dangerous. Come on. Make way for the leader of what is my shit? I can't even remember. I cannot remember what the leader. They come to join the offensive. If you're looking for Sandria Moonfall, she is leading the attack on the Shatterspear. Leader at the cave in the back of the Vale. You can meet her there. While you're here, though, we could certainly use your help with routing the rest of the tribe. Go ahead and take the company of one of the vengeful protectors and see to it that every last building is destroyed and every last troll killed. We can't have them coming back for revenge when we're less prepared, can't we? Alright. Yeah, so, I was going to let's talk a little bit about,
Isn't ready yet.
I went to the movies this weekend with my parents, I guess, because they wanted to go to the movies, and I was like, sure, if y'all are paying, I mean, why not, right? But honestly, I kind of regretted it because the movie that we saw, we actually saw two movies in one day, because, I don't know, that was a good idea, but we, basically, we saw, Secret in Their Eyes, which was Jessica Roberts, right? Jessica Roberts movie, and basically about her daughter being killed. She's a cop, and her daughter is killed, and she's killed and raped and murdered, basically. Or what? She's raped and murdered, and Jessica Roberts is like a detective or whatever, so, and she basically like freaks out, and I mean, I don't want to spoil the movie because there actually is like a pretty big twist, but the movie was just like, I don't know, it was just really disturbing. There were like parts in the movie that were just like,
I am honored.
oh shit, I didn't read what he said. Whatever, he said like, thanks for killing all the trolls, basically. That's basically what he said. Are they all dead? Alright. F, actually. I'm trying to heal my pet. Oops. Also, we saw that movie, which like got me all like, I don't know, it was a decent movie. I wouldn't recommend going to see it, but I mean, it was a good movie, I guess, for what it was. Like, it just like was really disturbing, you know? It wasn't really scary. It was just like really, really fucked up, you know? It was just like Man, that's like a human being, you know. It's like a human being made this movie. It's not even, well, it's not even really the movie. It was kind of like freaked me out that even like somebody could think about what this movie was about, you know. Rape and murder is just like so disturbing, you know. Like really, really disturbing. It's good to meet you. Word has been sent to me of the efforts you have made to aid us against the trolls, and I must admit I am a bit impressed. The final fight is upon us now. I hope you are prepared. Their leader and his guard are before us. My sentinels are ready to take care of his guard. We only awaited his arrow to seal their leader's fate. Let me know when you are prepared to attack. As soon as my sentinels engage, I will shatter the leader's shield, and we will insult him together. Strike swiftly, and we can rout this threat to our lands here and now. We await only you. Speak to me when ready. It was folly for them to think us weak amidst recent events. There is no more hope for these trolls. We will end this today. I'm ready. Begin the attack.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
I said I'm ready. Let's go.
I can't cast that.
Right. Oh my gosh. Jorkill, you've come too far this time. The letter from Garrosh Hellscream makes clear the suspicions that were raised during the offensive on the Shatterspear. The presence of Forsaken at the tower ruins and the Horde supplies and enforcers at the Shatterspear war camp were only the start. Garrosh himself contacted the Shatterspear to spur their offensive towards Lord Anal, and it seems clear that he fully intends to push from the south as well. Glyndon Nalshea will need this information if the Night Elves are to be prepared. We owe a great debt to you for all that you've done to see this battle through. Not often can we claim victory so decisively, but it seems there's far more to this plot than just the Shatterspear. If you haven't already checked his body or for information, make sure to do so before you leave. Yep. Alright, we can hearth back. I didn't have this up. GG. Yeah, so as well as seeing the secret in their eyes, which I wouldn't recommend you see unless you know what you're watching. I don't know, you know what you're getting into, you know. We also saw Spectre, which was supposedly one of the lowest rated James Bond movies ever or something. I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing that right now. Level 17. Alright,
what brings you?
let's see. Yeah. Yes, sir. Those boots.
Farewell.
Oh, fuck. She's like, we have to do this. I can't believe Garrosh would be so, I can't believe Garrosh would be so, cocky or something as to think that we wouldn't be able to withstand his forces or something like that. So Spectre was not terrible.
What brings you here?
Let's see, I just want to offer my sincerest thanks for all that you've done for us. In my grief, I am afraid that I didn't extend the gratitude that you truly deserve. We may not have made it here without you. Know that you'll always have friends here, and you needn't worry about my loneliness. Grimclaw has taken to keeping me company, and I have to say he's a more comforting companion than I would have expected. Take this and go with all our blessings until we meet again, Tarax. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Be careful.
It's better than what I got. Alright.
Hello.
As a group of Twilight's Hammer cultists has set up camp southwest of here, they're preparing an army of water elementals to use against Lord Adal. Their high cultist Azerin has pacts with the dark old gods that grant his sect power over the elements. Go and deal with them before it's too late, Terex. The cataclysm has left the elemental spirits in disarray. It is only a matter of time until they have enough elementals to overcome our defenses. His death means a great deal to us.
Be careful.
Okay. We're not fully aware of the intentions of the Twilight's Hammer cultists, but to the southwest, we fear an attack on Lord Anal. However, their motives might go well beyond that. I need you to go to the Twilight encampment and get your hands on their plans. Hurry, Terex. We might not have much time.
Good luck, friend.
Alright. No, that's the Pilgrim's Day quest or whatever. I think I can talk to one of the Night Saber people and they will... What the hell? And they will bring me a little bit closer. Actually, no, this isn't that far away. Well, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, so, oh yeah, and during, I think it was the Spectre trailer, during the Spectre, before the movie started, for Spectre, we got to see a bunch of, we got to see trailers for other movies, obviously, and unfortunately, at least for me, the Star Wars Force Awakens trailer came up, and I had been doing my best not to watch any of the trailers because I didn't really want to be spoiled for the movie, and honestly, the trailer contained, from what I could tell, quite a bit of spoilers, for me at least. I don't really want to talk about it because it might, what I'm thinking might be true, and I don't want to, I don't know, I don't think it would ruin the story for people, but it just, it would be kind of like a dick move, you know? And be like, oh wow, I kind of ruined a little bit of the story or whatever, you know? So I'm not gonna really talk about that a whole lot. I'm just gonna say that that's what happened. Don't worry about me. My wounds are deep and death will come to me. Death will soon come to me. It is all up to you now. You must stop the Twilight's Hammer. The old gods they worship have granted them power over the restless water spirits, but that power is tenuous. Channel Elun's presence through this orb. Once the elementals have been defeated, use the power of Elun to banish the spirits permanently. Yeah, so I was against my will forced to watch a trailer that I just did not want to watch. And also, because of that, I have decided to... Actually, I was kind of doing that. I was kind of gonna think about doing this anyway. It wasn't really this is what brought it about. I just kind of I just decided that I'm definitely gonna do it now. I'm gonna do a KOTOR playthrough, probably of 1 and 2. I've played through 1 before, and I think I've played through half of 2, and I just stopped playing it one time because that's how I play games. I play them for a week or something, and if I don't finish them or something, I just forget about them and stop playing. Or maybe I don't know. There's probably a different reason, but
It's too far away.
that was possibly a reason as to why I stopped playing. I don't really remember. It was a couple years ago, but I definitely played 1. But I don't really remember the story, and I could go back and play that game. It's not bad. Unfortunately, I'll have to play it on my laptop because I haven't been able to get it to work on my computer. I think it has something to do with me having an AMD graphics card or something. It has something to do with that. It won't work basically. I press play and I try to make the game, and then it'll just it'll shut down the desktop, and the game will still be running, but it won't run. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of weird. So I'm going to attempt to do it on my I'm going to at least attempt to play it on my laptop and record it. So maybe I won't honestly, maybe I won't be able to make a playthrough of it, but hopefully.
Lapdogs, all of you.
Lapdogs, all of you. It's pretty good impression of that guy. What's his name again? Edwin Van Cleef, of course. So, also, I've been reading some of the some of the they released on Wowhead. They released the some of the. Actually, I think they released most of the talents for Legion. I can't believe that they're releasing so much. I don't remember them having released this much for Draenor. Definitely not. Maybe they did. I don't think they did though. I'm pretty sure I was fairly aware of the information released for Draenor, but I mean, maybe they released this much stuff. I don't think they did though. Trying to think. But they released some of the talents, if not most of the talents for each of the classes, and I listed a few of them that were pretty funny. Bribe is basically, it's a CC for Outlaw Rogue, so basically the only classes I really looked at were Outlaw Rogue, Survival Hunter, and I saw Shadow Priest ability or Shadow Priest talent that was pretty cool, or fairly crazy as well. And Bribe is basically a CC for rogues that lasts a minute and causes the. Oh wait, I have to use my little orb on this guy. It CCs the guys for a minute, but it also makes them attack the other. It's basically like a mind control, but you don't have to like control the mind. You don't have to actually control them. They like do it on their own. They attack the enemy or whatever. They attack their allies, I guess, which is pretty funny. And pretty interesting. These are obviously PvE talents, so there'd be different for PvP. And they do have different ones for PvP, and one of them was Plunder, which was actually freaking crazy. I saw this, I can see this, I mean, it could be used in in Battlegrounds, but there was another one that was better for Battlegrounds. It was basically, the other one was your killing spree. You succeeded. It hasn't all been in vain. My time approaches. Go now, Tyrax, and may Elune protect you. So basically, it was a talent that made it so every time you got a killing blow or killing blow with your killing spree, its cooldown reset. So I can see that being a really good talent in Battlegrounds, and where Plunder is a much better talent in arenas, because arena, the final talent is called Plunder, and it steals. What it says is it steals and equips the target's armor, reducing their damage dealt by 20% and maximum health by 20%. Increases yours by the same amount, and it's a 2-minute cooldown. Like, that is a crazy ability for. Wow, I am like really not good at that, but that is a crazy ability for PvP, reducing their damage dealt and health by 20%, and then increasing. It just says increases yours by the same amount, so I'm not sure if that means damage and health. I mean, I think it means both, but it might just mean health. So I'm not 100% on that one, because it doesn't specify completely. But if it does increase your health and damage by 20% and reduces their health by 20% and the damage they deal by 20%, that is just ridiculous. That's actually insane. Yeah, that's just, I don't even know what to say to that. Like, that's crazy. Some new things that they've been looking at, I guess, apparently, is increasing the amount of combo points that you can have, because there's two abilities, two talents, and like the third or fourth row for Outlaw Rogue that increases the amount of combo points that you have. One of them increases your combo points to 6, and then like you get an extra tier of combo ability. So like your eviscerates will consume 6, but they'll obviously do more damage with the 6 combo points. So that seems interesting. And the other one increases your combo points to 8. but all of your abilities still will only cost 5, so you don't get like the extra damage from Eviscerate or whatever combo spender you're using, or you know what I mean? Yeah. So like Slice and Dice would last longer, Eviscerate would hit harder, and so on. Yeah. You've done well, Tyrax. The Twilight Hammer is a dangerous cult. It would be foolish to underestimate the danger they represent.
Goddess, watch over you.
Have you obtained the plans yet, Tyrax? Excellent job, Tyrax. Now give me a moment to examine the plans you've brought me.
Gel Nadros.
By Elune, it appears that many of those we feared dead from the attack on Old Aberdeen have taken refuge in a camp outside the town ruins. The cultists at the Twilight encampment were planning on making quick work of them. It's a good thing that you successfully attacked their position. Seek out Priestess Alenia at the refugee camp east of Old Aberdeen and far south of here.
Be careful.
Is that it? I can sell some stuff.
Ishnu Allah.
Ah, yes. No. Yes. Yes. Oh, wait, no. Looks like it's it. Alright.
Be careful.
That's fine. So those are some of the rogue talent points that are outlaw rogue talent points. I didn't look at either subtlety or assassination, but assassination sounds cool with because it uses poisons and bleeds and whatever. That sounds pretty cool. I've never really been interested in subtlety, but maybe I'll get into subtlety if they're going to play more onto the subtlety part of rogues, being going in and out of stealth and whatever. That sounds pretty cool. Potentially, but I mean, pistol shot for the win. Yeah. Survival Hunter, aspect of the cheetah. You get it at level 5 now. It's an ability. It's like it's not a passive thing anymore. It's not like a aura. It's like a Savage Roar type ability where you use it, and for 3 seconds you get 90% movement speed, and for 9 seconds after that you get another 30% movement speed. So you get a 90%. You get a little burst of 90% for 3 seconds, and then you get a more like whatever static one for 9 more seconds of 30%. Also, one of the final talents for Survival Hunter is called a Sentry Turret, and it's basically like what it says. It's a turret that you put down, and it deals damage for you. I guess I'm not really sure. I guess we'll have to see how that AI works, but sounds interesting. Survival Hunter actually seemed to be playing a lot on dots. It had a lot of things for dots. Just like a lot of different kind of like damage over time effects. Like maybe they're not going to hit as hard, but they are going to have a lot of damage over time effects, like an assassination rogue or something like that. Like more like damage over time effects than I guess a normal hunter would have. But I mean, we'll see, I guess. That was from like, I literally looked at these for like 10 minutes. That's why I don't really have like a detailed thing of them. I was just kind of like glanced at all of the things that I looked at, that I like wanted to look at, and found some like interesting ones that I found interesting. Yeah. I thank you for coming to our assistance. As you can see, the refugee situation is dire.
May the stars guide you.
I am listening.
On my flight south from Darnassus to seek out Morphirian Stormrage, I came across these injured refugees from the ruins of Aberdeen. Their cause is just, and I am helping to heal them, but their injuries are numerous, and it will take time. I trust that you will be willing to lend them your aid as well. I've flown through the ruins of Aberdeen on a scouting mission. There are 3 Twilight's Hammer cultists that are responsible for the elementals that have overrun the destroyed town. Head west into the ruins, seek out and slay Cloud Tamer, Wildmane, Windmaster Susu, and Skylord Brax. Only then will Sentinel Salaran and her forces stand a chance of taking back their home. It was only recently that we heard the news of Malfurion's awakening. Mere moments before the cataclysm occurred, as soon as he regained consciousness, he gave a cryptic warning about the land splitting in two if something wasn't done and how all the shockwaves were converging here on Darkshore. He then reportedly set off for somewhere in this vicinity. I was sent here to find him, but I've found my hands full helping the refugees. Perhaps you could look for him to the southeast for us. If we're going to take the ruins of Aberdeen back from the Twilight's Hammer, the elementals that they've summoned must be dealt with on a permanent basis. That's where you come in. Look, I don't expect you to retake the town, but while we're healing up here, you can soften them up for us. To permanently deal with the frenzied cyclones, head west, kill them, take the bracers, and put them in the Moonwell. That will destroy the bracers and keep those elementals from being resummoned.
Farewell.
Alright, Sentinel Salaran. I'll do that after I get this Mage Royal herb from the... Yeah. So yeah, that sounds pretty crazy. A Shadow Priest ability that I looked at. This was literally like one of the only abilities I looked at for Shadow Priest, if not the only talent I looked at for Shadow Priest. And it's basically an ability. Shadow Priest, if you don't know, their new resource is called Insanity, and I'd assume it's like a caster rage type bar, I think. I honestly have no idea. I don't really know how it works, but I assume it's somewhat similar to a caster rage bar. We'll see how it is whenever the game comes out, obviously, whenever the expansion comes out, or in beta or something. But basically this ability, what it says is, it's called Surrender to Madness, and it says all insanity generating abilities generate 300% more insanity until you exit void form, then you die. Requires void form. That's what it says. So basically what I've gathered is as a Shadow Priest, you go in and out of this void form, and basically you go in and out, and like I think it's kind of like how potentially it's kind of how demonology is right now, or how you like morph or whatever into the like demon hunter form thing, demon form or whatever, not demon hunter form but demon form, and you deal like extra damage and have different abilities or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's basically what Shadow Priest is. And in this form, basically and I think it potentially can deal damage to you like on its own, even without this Shadow Surrender to Madness talent. But from what I can discern or whatever, it's basically this will increase your damage by like a ridiculous amount, like just an obscene amount. And I think it actually is very interesting for the potentiality in raids, because like
Great to meet you.
as long there was this massive earthquake and then everything went black. The next thing I know, I woke up here a prisoner. The whole place is overrun with air elementals. I hope that everyone's okay. These Twilight's hammer scum better not have hurt any of my friends. Quick, Hunter. Use something sharp to jimmy the lock on this ball and chain. Together we should be able to make it to the refugee camp.
See you soon.
But, what was I saying? Something about Shadow Priest. Trying to think. Oh yeah, how it plays out, how it could potentially play out in raids. Basically, is potentially during a DPS phase, like some phase during a raid where where you want to deal just like a massive amount of damage, just a monumental shit ton of damage. This could potentially play into that. Like if the guild is confident that they won't make mistakes, if they're a good guild or whatever, you know, well, I say good guild, if they have a good player base and they can potentially use this type of ability. I feel like it's very niche, and it's not something you want if you're not ahead in the game, you know, because if you don't have a battle res in the game within the raid or whatever, you don't want to use this ability. You're not going to want your Shadow Priest to be spec'd into Surrender to Madness, because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to use because basically they're going to do a shit ton of damage and then just die, and then you're not going to have any more damage from that source. So basically you're going to want to use this whenever you can spare a battle res for the priest, which is actually really interesting. It actually plays into battle res. Makes battle reses have a meaning, have more of a meaning, I guess, than what they otherwise would have been, which is basically like the oh shit button. This is like a second chance or something, you know. I mean, obviously you want them for your tank if your tank somehow gets hit really hard or something, but usually that doesn't happen, and sometimes and sometimes like you don't, like once your guild becomes good enough to where or like the people in your guild get enough gear to where like they don't need battle reses for players that are just dying randomly, you know. You don't need battle reses for mechanics that are troubling you anymore. Battle reses basically aren't even used. But with this new Shadow Priest ability, it actually plays into that, because now they have a reason to battle res, and that's actually pretty cool. I like that. I like that they're kind of like giving a response to that type of thing or something, you know. It's like that necessity for the battle res to be not just like a complete waste of time, you know, or not a waste of time, but just like what it is right now, which is basically a retry button, or like just like a second chance button, you know. It's like if your players are good, you don't need a second chance button. But then you can use it as something that increases your damage, you know, but like a lot. So it's an interesting aspect to think about. The Sentinel's body rests here, the apparent victim of the elemental onslaught that has overtaken the town. Coax the spirit out of that. Okay, yeah. Kind of gets a little awkward sometimes whenever I'm like reading the quest text and then like trying to talk at the same time, but it's not that bad. Oof, back just cracked like 3 times or something. But I mean, yeah, I want to look at, I think I'm going to look at Druids next. Thunder's his corpse lays sprawled out, the apparent victim of the Twilight Chamber. Okay. Yo, spirit, get out of my way. I'm trying to loot this guy. He's got my 7 copper, bro. Get out of my way, my 7 copper, bro. Oh. Yeah, so, also survival. I saw that survival is getting kill command also. So I guess everybody with a pet gets kill command, I think, because I'm assuming Beast Mastery will get kill command. I mean, but obviously marksmanship doesn't have a companion. I mean, a pet, not a companion. Doesn't have a pet, so it's kind of a different kettle of fish or whatever for over there. I didn't really look at that. It seems interesting. Wow, there's a level 100 paladin here. Nice, dude. Glad you're here doing these quests.
I don't have a target.
Hopefully this guy responds soon. Yeah, here he is. Excellent. Alright. It would appear that this guy is like one quest ahead of me. So much death and pain. Can there be any doubt that there's more yet to come? All I wish to do is move onward into the goddess's embrace, as did these others. But first, let us see if we can keep even more misery and destruction from being spread. Aethron is almost in our world, but he can still be dealt with. At the end of the dock floats a ritual orb. I want you to use it to complete the ritual, beckoning the elemental lord down from his vortex. Trust me, Tyrax, I and the other spirits that you have freed will greatly weaken Aetherion. However, it will be up to you to finish him off for good and save the Kaldorei people of Darkshore from utter destruction. Deliver his essence to Corvine Moonrise at the refugee camp, so he will know. Can I not go that way? Oh yeah, so this week is Thanksgiving, obviously. Not really doing a whole lot for Thanksgiving. My dad has to work. He works at a Cracker Barrel, so their biggest day of the year is literally Thanksgiving. Maybe somewhere in around Christmas also. I'm not 100% about that, but I don't actually know when their busiest day is, but I'm pretty sure Thanksgiving is one of the busiest days, if not the busiest day. So yeah, we're gonna do that. It's just gonna be basically me and my mom, because my sister's in California going to college or whatever. So it's just gonna be me and my mom. Just eating dinner, you know. It's just gonna be dinner. It's just gonna be a little bit dinner with turkey instead of like hamburgers or something, you know. It's like not really that big of a deal. Awesome. I should level from here. I should get to 19. It'll be good, because I'm about to finish anyway. I'm about to end the recording. I think I've been going for like 35 minutes now, somewhere around there, because I usually set a timer, but I didn't set the timer until like, I assume like 5 minutes in, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, so this video might be like 40 minutes long. So I'm not 100% about that though. Might not be. Oh, can we make it? Baby, we're too good at this game. So good. So good at this game. I'm an excellent WoW hunter player. Literally, this is like one of my highest level hunters. Like top 5. I don't even know. Okay, I already read that. Without those 3 coaxing them, perhaps the flow of elementals into the ruins of Aberdeen will be stemmed. Thank you, Tyrax. No problem, Corvine. You have returned? What news do you bring? Y'all, the spirits of others from the ruins of Aberdeen? The druid ponders what you've conveyed about their adventure in the ruin, about your adventure in the ruins. I remember them all. They will be dearly missed, but they have moved on into the goddess's embrace, and that is for the best. Enderath and Onde Thorasithil. May your troubles be diminished, Tarax.
Farewell.
It's a nice freaking thing. Aye, you're fine. You're the fine lass who saved my Ollie. Well, I've got a fitting reward for you here. I'm sure. Okay, I can't do that. I'm sure we really can't thank you enough for bringing her to safety, Tarax. I'm sure it's this one. Yeah.
Watch your back.
Nice. Boom, boom, baby. Level 19. I cannot thank you enough, Tarax. Now we'll have a fighting chance to retake the ruins as soon as we are in better health.
Goddess watch over you.
Awesome. I'm gonna go get this get this Mage Royal again, and we will end the video here because it's been quite a while. Definitely 35 minutes. Not really 100% about how long it's been, but I will find out in a matter of minutes. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time. Bye.